Hey guys, it's Mark here, back with the next playing card review, and today we are going to be reviewing the Bicycle Hudini playing cards. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into the video. Okay, we're back, and if you guys are wondering why I haven't made a video or short or anything in the last couple days, it's because I just got a kitten. His name is Nova. I got him yesterday, so I've been pretty busy. I was off yesterday, but you know, just been busy getting things ready for him, taking him to the vet, all that stuff. He's 8 weeks old. His birthday's May 7th, but yeah, he's 1 pound. So fucking cute. Yeah. I still have my other cat, obviously. I really wanted a kitten for a long time, and a long story, but a good friend of mine at work ended up finding a kitten for me. So yeah, I got a kitten. Just wanted to show you guys that real quick. He might stay on my lap. I'm not sure. He's a little skittish still. He doesn't like leaving me too much, but either way, let's get into this video. Yeah, he's gonna go down there. Sorry, I just wanna, okay, he's going back to lay down. That's perfect. But yeah, my door's shut, as you can see, so he can't really like get away or anything. It's just, I don't know, he's just got him, and yeah, he's a little timid and stuff still. But yeah, there was a seal on this deck of cards. I had opened them already. I don't think I took them out of order. I think I just opened them. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. Yeah, well, I'll edit that out if I can. But yeah, have deck still in the same position it was. We'll go over these cards here. Sorry, but so yeah, basically, where do I start? Okay, so these cards were given to me. Okay, there might be some overlap here. I'm gonna cut it out after I showed you guys the cat. I hadn't got into much yet. I was just talking about this deck, and then I got 2 phone calls right in a row. I really need to, I don't know, put my phone on silent or whatever, but I don't know, well, not on silent. I guess it is on silent, but it still does like the vibrating thing. So I guess it's on vibrate, not silent. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I was gonna say airplane mode, but then I was like, there's, you know, I'm a couple people's emergency contact and stuff, so I don't think I would necessarily want to do that. But anyway, so this deck of cards, Hudini. If you guys, I'm sure everyone knows who Harry Hudini is. He was a magician and, what do you call it, like, kind of like a stunt person. He actually, I'm pretty sure, it's been a while since I've seen anything on him, but, yeah, he was like a not a circus performer, but, did, like, as you can see from, like, the Jokers here, like, he did this crazy stuff, sort of like a David Blaine type of guy, where he did tricks, but then also did, like, you know, really crazy stunts and stuff as well. So yeah, that's the best way I could describe it, sort of like David Blaine. Oh wow, this is sick. So this one, okay, so in the last video, so sorry, tuck case here, we've got the younger Hudini, and then on the back here, the older Hudini. And interesting note here, so Collectible Playing Cards sent me a bunch of cards. Hopefully that focuses. If you can see their logo right there, and shout out Mike, super nice guy, the owner of Collectible Playing Cards. I'll put their website in the pinned comments and in the description if you guys want to check them out. But they have the last deck of cards I opened from them. They had an ad card that said Collectible Playing Cards on it, as well as their little stamp on the back. And I thought that was really interesting because I've never seen like an ad card being put in, or like the stamp being put in. These cards are really cool, by the way. We'll get into these in a sec. But I just wanted to talk about that. So I texted Mike about it, the owner of Collectible Playing Cards, or emailed him rather. But he said that, because I was like, did they like collaborate on these cards, or like how does that work? And he said like, if you, the way I read it, I'll put the email over on the side there, just to kind of clarify it more. But the way that I kind of thought of it was like, said like, if like, say, you know, you're like a big like company like Collectible Playing Cards, and say like, you know, like Bicycle's coming out with a new deck of cards or whatever, like he was basically saying, we're gonna take this many decks, and for those decks we want you know, the 56th card to be our ad card instead of your guys' ad card, and then add our logo on the back as the ones we sell off of our site. So I never knew that was the thing. Never seen it with anyone before, but yeah, super cool. Yeah, I'd never heard of that before, but yeah, so really interesting. So we have one of the ad cards here, Bicycle. Like I said, this deck doesn't have it. If I think of it, I'll put a picture on the side too of one of the decks that does have the Collectible Playing Cards ad card, just so you guys can kind of get a vibe of what I was going for, or what I was talking about rather. But it's very cool. We had the one that front matches the front, back matches the back, and then this one, I love when people do this, 13 of spades, and then sort of like the card looks like it got wet almost, and then like a younger picture of Hudini as well. So yeah, super cool ad cards. They'll definitely, towards the end of this video when we do the rating, go into consideration for, you know, the pips and indices and face cards, because those are super cool. But yeah, so let's get into this deck. It's got kind of like as you can see from the back here, so we've got a two-way symmetrical back design. Yeah, fan looks nice, just got the two faces there. Yeah, very cool. And then it's got like the chains and like rope, not rope, but like chains and stuff behind it. I'm 99% sure, not 100% sure, maybe not 99% sure either, but I know he died. It was either while doing a stunt or complications from something that happened with the stunt. I'll put it on the side there, whether it's a picture talking about it, or a screenshot rather talking about it, or just me writing how he died. But it was something to do with one of his stunts. But yeah, so interesting back design, but it's also got that interesting color. It kind of reminds me, I don't have it, but I saw this Bicycle deck once that was like, and sorry for how long this intro is, this is what happens when I don't do a video for a few days. I have way too much to talk about, and I just do like a fucking 10-minute intro. But anyway, cool ace there. I'm gonna keep talking while I'm going through the cards here. Very unique pips and indices, and then as I was starting to talk about there, the colors are really interesting as well. Kind of like the fat indices, which I like a lot. And then yeah, same with the jet, or the court cards rather. Said rather a lot in this video, but it's got that sort of, sorry, Bicycle did this deck of cards that was, love that design by the way, that was like supposed to be like a deck from, I don't know, like the early 1900s or whatever. So it's like the premise of it was like finding a deck that's like 100-year-old piece of paper or something, you know what I mean? So like it had this sort of color to it, so that's what that reminds me of. Just kind of like a dirty, splotchy, like yeah, if you were to find a deck of cards from 1920, like I have a feeling like this is kind of like the color it would be. But yeah, very unique, super cool. Like the court cards a lot, and they do sort of have that thing too where it looks like it has like some dirt on it, like some spots that are a little bit like washed and stuffed as well. But yeah, super cool deck of cards to go through the last few here. But yeah, really like the pips and indices, like the font choice, like the bigger choice there for the indices, and all the aces are really cool with that super cool pattern as well. So yeah, very unique deck of cards. We'll check out the last ace here. But yeah, so super cool deck of cards. Again, I know I mentioned them, but thank you to Mike and Collectible Playing Cards for sending me this deck, and yeah, all the decks they sent me means a lot. Let's see how this deck feels. Oh, I have something to tell you guys too. Hang on, sorry, I'm talking too much. Sorry, I hope you couldn't like hear me swallowing there. That would be really irritating. But if I was watching the video, I would feel like at least. But sorry, I don't know. I get this sometimes where I talk really fast and then I just get like tired. I'm not the most in shape person. But anyway, so I almost didn't want to say anything, but then I got an email back from them today. If you guys are a fan of the channel, you know that Art of Play is my absolute favorite. Like, I've got, I don't know, probably like on that little shelf full like $500 worth of Dan and Dave and Art of Play stuff. Maybe, yeah, I mean, a couple hundred for the reserve note on top there, another 100 for the, I'm not trying to say anything by that. I'm just saying I love Art of Play. They've always been my favorite card makers. Their mystery decks are really what got me into collecting playing cards and stuff. But I love how the fan looks on that side, by the way, too. But it's kind of like a known thing, and I'm not going to show you guys the message yet. I'll show it at a later date when the video comes. I just don't want to, like, I don't know, jinx anything, or I'm not sure. But anyway, so they like don't do brand deals other than like Chris Ramsey, obviously. But other than that, they don't like send people cards or do any sort of thing like that. Like, and I don't know how I knew that beforehand, but it was one of those things where it's like, so I mean, like, I got Bicycle to send me cards. Like, you can get big brands to send you decks of cards if like you word stuff the right way and, you know, are authentic about it. So I'm not trying to say like, oh, you know, you can get cards from all these people if you say this and this. Like, I had to, you know, put a lot of time into getting the cards and, you know, talking to people from the people I've got cards from. But anyway, as I was saying, Art of Play like never sends people cards, and you know, that's what a lot of my videos are cards that people have sent me. Mainly places like Collectible Playing Cards, where they resell decks of cards. That's the main one. I have had a few brands send me cards. King's Wild Project was definitely the biggest one as far as just like quality, not quantity, but like most like worth, I guess you could say. Like, if you're to, sorry, this is getting so off track. But anyway, so what I was saying with that is I sent Art of Play a message the other day, and when I had first started my channel, I had sent them a message as well, and it was a super long message, but basically like telling them, you know, I love what they do, and asking them if they could send me a couple decks of cards for my videos. And I was like, you know, like, here's all the things I bought. Like, you can look at my account from the email, and, you know, because it's like, contact them through their website. I was like, you can see how much stuff I bought from you guys. And I was like, I love what you do, and like, I know you guys don't typically do this, so like, I won't feel bad if you don't answer, like that sort of thing. And the guy, I guess I didn't say his name, it's his first name, Erwin, messaged me, and he was like, yeah, you know, we never do this, but they said we'll make an exception, basically. So they're gonna be sending me some stuff. So that is by far I mean, King's Wild's project, sending me all that stuff was really, really cool too. But other than that, I mean, in this, just because I love Art of Play so much. Like, and don't get me wrong, King's Wild project, and Jackson Robinson, and the lady, I'm not gonna say her name, but who works for them, like, they're the nicest people. They've sent me a bunch of stuff, and they're super nice. But yeah, just Art of Play sending me stuff is so cool, and I didn't want to say anything because they're like, send us your shipping info, and then I didn't hear back for a few days, but I just heard back from him today, and he was like, yeah, I'll get back to you in a couple days. We got your address and everything, so I'm looking forward to that. It's probably gonna be a super boring video, but yeah, let's get into the... Okay, we're back. We've been going for long enough. Let's get into the rating. And I'm sorry, I feel like once a month, or like anytime I go a few days without making a video, which I think, like I said, quality over quantity is what I'm going for. And right now, like the last couple days, like I said, I've just been so insanely busy that I haven't had time for quality or quantity. But what I was getting out of that is just, sorry for like all the ramblings in this video and stuff. And Noelle, if you're watching this, I will send you an email tonight, so you'll hear from me before this video comes out, either way. So I don't know why I said that, but I got the deck of cards that we're gonna do, so that will probably be my next video after this, depending on how long it takes to get us put together. Oh my god, I can't talk. But yeah, so let's get into the rating. But yeah, you'll see it when it comes, but me and Noelle Cardistry are doing a video together. He was one of my first supporters on this channel. He's like the nicest guy you'll ever meet. So yeah, super excited for that. But yeah, let's get into the review of this deck. Or rating, rather. We just did kind of the review, so it's the rating. But yeah, super cool. I do like the different like versions they have of Hudini in this. Like a lot of really cool details in that tuck case as well. The stamp was really cool. It's just that lock there. But yeah, super cool, nice plasticky feeling. You know, obviously it's bicycle, so it's just like the plain white inside tuck case. But either way, yeah, it feels super nice, and I really like how, like I was talking about earlier, Collectible Playing Cards was able to add that to their logo onto that, so that's really cool. We'll go 8 out of 10 for that. Price of these, this is an easy one, collectibleplayingcards.com, I'll put it up there. They sent me these cards, so yeah, that's a 10 out of 10. Didn't have to pay anything for these. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, so they're super nice people, though. Seriously, like if you guys like bicycle cards or just looking for cards in general, highly recommend that. And I'm not just saying that because they sent me cards. I'm saying that because they're super good people. And yeah, back design next. I do, you know, it looks cool. It's pretty simple, but I do like the color a lot. Yeah, trying to think. I definitely do like it. It's not like a 10 out of 10, but it is very cool nonetheless. Yeah, is symmetrical, two-way back design. Let's do one more fan. I'm feeling a 7 out of 10. It's not bad by any means. It's just like I review so many, like, you know, crazy decks of cards. It seems like that I don't know, some of the more like subtle, not even subtle, because I like simplistic decks, but just, yeah, I don't know. I love the bicycle decks. You know, they've sent me stuff before. I love bicycle, but yeah, I don't know. There's like, you know, they make a lot of decks in for that. Like, it's not like Art of Play or King's Wild Project where you can just go like all out on a certain deck of cards, which, I mean, they do make very cool decks, but like a bicycle deck, unless it's like, I forget what it's called, going off topic again. There's one, I'll put it up there, I don't know what it's called, something Ghost or something that are worth like a ton of money. I don't know the story behind that. I've just seen people talk about it, but you know, mainly their decks, like I'm not gonna rate it a 50 out of 50, and that's nothing against them. Like, they make a lot of cards, and they're really good cards at a really good price, but yeah, they're not like my all-time favorite. The face cards, however, though, I really like. Pips and indices, the color, and then the ad cards, as we talked about, the 13 of spades, this one, and then the other side of that, like, that is something they did put a lot of time into, is these ad cards. Those are so cool. And, you know, now that I think about it, maybe that's why there's not a collectible playing cards ad card in here, because the ad cards are so cool. Maybe they didn't want to switch one of these out for their own ad card. That kind of makes sense to me, because the other decks they sent me that I've looked at have had their ad cards, and the ad cards haven't been anything crazy in it, so it doesn't seem like, oh, maybe you're missing out on something. But yeah, definitely a 10 out of 10 for that. Super cool. Well, I guess we're only -5 so far here. These cards, they feel good. I would say slightly better than like your, more than slightly better. They definitely feel better than like just like a bicycle, like rider back playing cards feel. Yeah, that was a terrible shuffle on me. Haven't had too much time to practice cardistry lately either. I used to, like, up until like, I don't know, a couple of days ago, I've been practicing like hours a day. But yeah, we'll get back to it for sure. I mean, I haven't lost passion for it or anything. It's just been busy. But yeah, super cool deck of cards in general. And yeah, they actually feel, not, I shouldn't say actually, I don't know why I said that. They do feel really nice. Wow, those are actually, fuck, I keep saying actually. I'm not just trying to say anything bad about them. I don't know why I keep saying actually. I feel like this video is going terribly. But either way, I just wanted to update you guys on some things. We'll go 9 out of 10 for the feel. So that's -6, 44 out of 50. I'll correct it if I'm wrong. But yeah, sorry for the long video. I said Noel Cardistry and me have a video coming up soon, and the next video, hopefully I won't have as much going on where I'll feel like I need to talk about a million things and stuff. But yeah, lots of cool decks I have coming up to review. But yeah, if you have a certain deck of cards you want me to review, let me know in the comments. If I have it, I'll review it. If I don't have it, I will get it and review it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, sorry if this was more of a dialogue type of video rather than, you know, like talking all about the cards and stuff. But I don't know, I feel like this was a good deck for this video because, you know, it's a very cool deck, but it's also not a deck where it's like need to spend 5 minutes on the 7 of diamonds, or you know what I mean, like that type of thing. So I feel like it worked out well for this, and I get if you guys don't like if I said the dialogue-y type of videos more. I try not to do them too often, but every once in a while it ends up happening. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Instead of adding it into the video, which I still might do, I'm just going to show it at the end here. So look at the stack of cards, bicycle deck. Got the same thing there, but first ad card, collectible playing cards. Isn't that cool? Never seen that before. But yeah, Mike says they do it for a lot of their decks. But yeah, thank you, collectible playing cards. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.